All right, so we've got readies from Eric and Huffaluffagus. We're just waiting on one from Nubbins Goody, Jonas
And,
Neubauer.
Definitely looking forward to seeing the action up top, too, with Eric's death-defying play. Playing up so high, taking those super risky maneuvers. And then Huff just with the aggression and consistency. Maybe not taking the same kinds of risks that Eric will be, but definitely going to be pushing him to his limit.
All right, we are underway, Chris.
Yep.
Eric kind of looks like he's on stage for some reason. The black backdrop is very theatrical looking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, those of you who are fans of CTWC and join us here on an annual basis, you might be wondering, well, why do these players look like they're in their bedrooms, in their homes? It's because they are, right? There's a pandemic going on, and we had to make a decision. Are we going to just cancel this event and just say, oh, well, see you in 2021 maybe? Or are we going to try to crown a CTWC championship? We decided to go ahead and do that and put this on, and it was kind of just a whole, it was a real technical feat to try to get all the moving parts together. But you know what? It's kind of working, Chris.
Am I allowed to be impressed by this? I'm involved in it, right? But just seeing what was able to be accomplished in that short amount of time, considering everything that's happened, it just amazes me. And I'm just so proud that we have this community that makes it all worth doing for.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a feat. So yeah, thanks so much, especially to Trey, who put a lot of this stuff together. Trey Harrison.
And to you as well for being, our online expert on.
Don't pin this on me, Chris. Oh my god. But yeah, I guess we have Tetris playing now. So
yeah, Eric with some death-defying spires already, having to do a high dig, split double there. And got clean. He's still playing really high up, though. And Huff playing super high now, too. Higher than we've been used to seeing him earlier in the day. He's able to throw down some blocks in that double wide well. Nice and safe there. And boom, Tetris for Huff with that sigh of relief. Eric's still waiting on that long bar. Covered up as well, isn't able to. And now he has the spire to vault over. He gets it burned down just enough. And is able to capitalize on it and fires back a Tetris. Huff maintaining a lead of 40,000 points now at 177,000 points. Eric at 136. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Jonas opening up a lead of 45,000 points to Redshurt, who's in dig mode at 158,000 points. Jonas's playfield looking sharp and clean, and Redshurt kind of building up, hoping to dig back down. 3 holes in the stack. Nothing fatal, but it'll slow down his scoring for sure. Eric with the spire in the middle, trying to... Ooh, doing some flips there. What's he building? Is he looking for something to throw down the right? Okay, he opens it up with a double, but now he's forced to make some spins and tucks. There's a tuck.
Yeah, just
like
getting...
I had it.
Oh, I just saying, just getting pieces over to that left side. I mean, with that hyper tap, Eric, one of the fastest hyper tappers in the world, just in raw speed.
But he's just daring the RNG of the pieces at this point, like maneuvers like that. Look at that. And he gets out. Boom, Tetris for Eric. Just surviving with a high dig like that is finally rewarded. Got his well open, but he's going to be down 50,000 points or so now because Huff has been scoring consistently since then. Eric finally catching up, using some of that high well that he's built to score a couple of Tetrises.
Now, Redshurt, of course, is the reason in the first place that Nubbins is down here in the losers bracket. Redshurt did beat Jonas in round 1 and then continued on. Only to lose to Eric, and so that's how Redshurt ended up in the losers bracket as well. So for Redshurt to continue, he's going to have to have beaten Jonas 2 times in competition, which is such a brutal format and such a tough assignment.
But as I said earlier, I think Jonas is getting warmed up. He's playing better than he was, and he is on a tear. He swept his last opponent. So we'll see if later in the day, Jonas is just going to turn it on. Look at this, 100 lines and already at 438,000 points, maxed out pace.
That's right. 438 for Jonas, 301 for Redshurt. Up top here, we got 323 for Eric, 373 for Huff.
And Eric building those tall spires again in the high dig. Huff maintaining his lead, 70,000 points. 397,000 points to 329 for Eric. Boom, Tetris for Jonas.
It's getting so tough for Eric up here. I mean, he's so high up on the board and 12 lines until 19 transition. He's got a Tetris buried underneath. He just needs to get to it.
Yeah, it's just very dependent. And is that a missed shift?
Well, he kind of took a moment to kind of wipe his face, I guess, or something, or scratch his nose or something.
And that's a high transition. I would not recommend transitioning that high to anyone. Let's see if Eric can survive this.
And look at this, bringing this down and back to safety.
Almost playing better, like just turning on the hyper tapping, I guess, to dig back down. And some people play better after transition.
And he is clean, and Tetris, boom, Tetris for Eric. I didn't think we would see it. Amazing. He's back by a lot, though. 134, now 160,000 points behind Huff right now. But still in this. We got a lot of Tetris to go up top.
And bottom has transitioned as well. Jonas still up by a lot. 154,000 points at 598,000 points to Redshirt's 469. Yeah, but Jonas is stacking so consistently. He had to take a triple burn there. So he's not playing super aggressive, but he is playing well and has max out pace. Boom, Tetris for Jonas. 635 now. Redshirt answering back. But Jonas's board looking good. And Redshirt finally down into safety.
Look at that line dependency over on the left side, though. He's going to fill that in, get to Tetris.
Ooh, Eric hanging a block there. Whoa! He just slid that block all the way to the left and then had to tuck it to the right. Barely made it. Just those survival skills is so impressive here.
Yeah, it makes Eric so dangerous going as we... Oh, and Huff is actually going to top out at 655. So Eric needs to get to 656. And oh no, he hangs that long bar there. Oh no, and he missed an opportunity. Generally speaking, he can get a long bar over there, and he kind of missed an opportunity.
Right, it was there, and he had slid some harder stuff down that left side before, but just when that long bar came, I guess just one frame off, and that's what happens. It gets hung up, and you top out.
Now on the bottom, both players fighting medium-high boards here. Jonas kind of really fighting hard. Actually, Redshirt is kind of standing up. They both top out, and Jonas is good. So let us go ahead and give a heart to Huff, and then one to Jonas. And then we can just get these guys ready. I'm just going to start them when they're ready. They look ready, so let's go. And when they're ready in the bottom.
We had nail biters on both top and bottom there.
Amazing. Incredible. All right, they're ready to get started on the top, and they are ready on the bottom, so let's get them started. Jonas there sighing. I think he knows he kind of escaped there with one.
But yeah, definitely Jonas on a tear now. He's won his last at least 4 matches. I'm not sure about the match before that, but yeah, he had swept his prior opponent, and now he's got the momentum with a win here. And Eric firing off a Tetris first. Let's see if Eric makes an adjustment, because last game he was playing super risky. And you kind of have to against an opponent like Huff, because Huff was scoring really well. Like, you had to play aggressive. 0-point differential down on bottom. And Huff playing low. He's getting some burns in. Very jagged playfield.
Let's see what he's trying to go for here. He's getting a kind of tiny bit droughted. The drought counter will start at, what is it? Is it 13 lines? 12 or 13 pieces, I mean?
I think it's 13.
Yeah. That's about the right number to start a drought like that.
But yeah, it's starting to look like B-type on the bottom for his playfield, but he's able to get that long bar in, split that double, and he should be back down to the bottom in a few clears. And up on top, Eric's starting to build on top of his well, waiting for that long bar, playing a bit risky.
Yeah, I think he knows his opponent, though, because Huff is also capable of... Look what he's setting up on the left side.
Yeah, is he going for that dirty? He has to opt for the double there to survive, and then has to settle for a triple. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you think, but might be worth the risk just to try. If you know he can survive it.
Right, yeah. No, Huff is definitely, able to put up a pace like this. He's actually,
Man. Z's and S burst not at a great time there for Eric.
141 Eric, 137 for Huff. On the bottom, 197 Jonas, 174 for Redshurt.
And Jonas playing really clean. Not getting up too high. Very efficient. Redshurt down by 40k. Still early on. And Huff is behind in this game. Eric banging down another Tetris, now up by 60,000 points. Almost 70. 217,000 for Eric, 149 for Huff. And Huff is in big mode. Split that double, waiting for a long bar to try to clear things out. .22 drought, okay. Finally opens up the well, and has to settle for a couple of triples. Meanwhile, Eric's board looking good. Nothing too dangerous there. Bangs down to Tetris, and 2 in a row, back to back. Widening his lead to 117,000 points, now at 287,000 points, compared to Huff's 171.
Yeah, down on the bottom, Jonas with a big lead as well, 120,000 points.
Redshurt with the Spire in the middle, but he's able to push it back down with a Tetris. And Jonas with a bit of a hole there. See if he has something creative to get rid of that.
Oh, line spin from Jonas on the left side, which is like the dirtiest one.
I was just going to say, what's he going for there? And he did not disappoint.
Yeah.
Viva Albacete. Chat's going wild.
Right, Huff with kind of a spiry setup there. Trying to burn all this down. Playing one row off the bottom, looking for something to put in that. Oh, he's actually going to take and put it over there. Eric...
I felt that. I felt Jonas was going to do something.
Well, I mean, he's always a candidate to do something impressive and wonderful. Yeah. So yeah, Eric now with a 207, now more, 229,000 point lead over Huff. 471 to 242. On the bottom, Jonas, Tetris is 508 for him, 427 for Redshurt.
Yeah, Eric not having to take too many risks now. I guess the pieces were working out, and
well, Huff has a really low score here heading into transition. I mean, this is very minimal pace for Huff here.
Eric getting a bit high again. I mean, the tap. Okay, he transitions pretty high too, but he's gonna start tearing things down.
He's actually set up again and gets it dirty.
Yeah, we've seen this before, where he's like high at transition, and then he's just so good at tearing it down at high speeds. Wow.
So tough.
Not giving him what he needs to clear it. Can he survive this?
All right.
I don't think. Yeah,
so
that's...
he tops out at 555. So Huff in a chase down situation here. Huff needs 163,000 points, and he has a lot of time to get it.
Yep, he's only on 2021 now, so...
Yeah, needs 556. Down at the bottom here, Jonas at 641 and Redshurt 560.
Yeah, Huff can choose to coast if he wants, or, you know, do it with Tetrises. He's got room. He's set up for a Tetris. Opts to take the double. Yeah. Redshurt playing dangerously high there. Oh, he hung up a Z, and that's gonna...
Oh, no.
Do it for Redshurt on that one, and Jonas is gonna take that one with a pretty big lead. It's kind of a shame because, yeah, he was on max. Jonas hasn't been able to finish his max out pace games because his opponents have been dropping.
Well, it's very nice of them to do that. I mean, I think you'd probably prefer that, right? So, there you
right.
go.
I mean, win to win. It's just, yeah.
So Huff's still in chase down mode. Still needs 120,000 points here. Getting up a little bit high.
Just the chat's going wild, and seeing you know, the second coming of our Tetris hero unfold before them. Can he do 2 sweeps back to back?
Oh yeah, if you're an old guy like me, you've got to be excited. That's for sure. It's about time these young kids got their comeuppance. All right, so Huff now 1 Tetris worth of points away, less than that from chasing down Eric and getting his second heart. Redshurt ready on the right side. Jonas getting ready, doing some arm circles and neck circles and burpees and all kinds of... It's like doing CrossFit over there.
Yeah.
And Huff got it. So Huff overtook Eric. Huff gets heart number 2. So we can start these more or less all at the same time. So let's go ahead and start the game on the bottom here.
And look at the situation we're in. The last set of matches ended in 2 sweeps, and look at the hearts. Look where we're at now.
Yeah. Both players on the ropes. Now Eric and Huff is still happening in the winner's bracket. Neither of these players have lost a match yet, so those players won't be eliminated if they lose. Down on the bottom, it is an elimination game. The loser will be out of the tournament. And then the winner of the bottom match will face the loser of the top match. So if you can keep all that straight, you're smarter than I am.
And we'll have to defeat the winner's bracket winner twice.
That's right.
First win. Redshurt with a column 3 Tetris setup. Now a double line dependency. Now he's building on top. Not a place you want to get droughted. Very dependent here. Needs to get the L. He doesn't wait for it. Opting to cover it up.
Right, now he's getting some pieces here. It's actually open for... Yeah, that's a triple.
Triple. Ooh, that was a dangerous setup though. But he's able to weather the storm. Scores a Tetris. Jonas up by 1. 97,000 points versus 65,000 points for Redshurt early on. Meanwhile, Huff up to a slight lead. 119,000 points to Eric's 103. Eric playing really high again, but bangs down to Tetris. Capitalizing on that risk that he just took building that high. And gets a second long bar. Boom, Tetris for Eric.
156 Eric, 165 Huff.
I'm going to have to call that an Eric Spire because it's starting to get... The construction companies are starting to order them.
Yeah, they need a part number put on their manifests.
Boom, Tetris for Eric. And he's scoring. He's getting those Tetrises.
Yeah, Redshurt just kind of up on high, building high, just waiting. And there he is. There's a Tetris for Redshurt. So back now by a Tetris and a half from Jonas. Jonas at 201, Redshurt 167. On On top, we've got Eric at 207 and 257 for Huff.
Yeah, Huff has just been playing so solid. Even when things work out for Eric, they're still, right at each other's throats. Just you have to push each other at this point because they're that good. When one's digging, the other's Tetrising. Yeah, they're just scoring. Now that Eric's not digging. Huff with the Tetris, building a slight lead there. Eric choosing, instead of skimming off the top, throws the line bar down and is now building over row 1. But he's Tetris ready, and he's going to bang it down there. Huff now up by 67,000 points at 377,000 points. Eric at 307. And still building on top of the first row. Boom, Tetris for Eric. And Redshirt's built a lead now. A Tetris and a half ahead at 355,000 points to Jonas's 310. But Jonas is building solid still. Still in really good shape. Huff just stacking those long bars on top of each other. The Huff Tower versus the Eric Tower. And Eric scoring a Tetris.
Yeah,
they're really...
Huff with an exactly 3 Tetris lead over Eric. Eric's going to get one of those back. And Huff's going to get it back.
Yeah, neither of them are really digging much now, so it's going to be a race to the finish here. About 20 lines to transition for Eric.
So Redshirt now digging a bit, and this gave Jonas a chance to sort of close the gap. Redshirt still slightly ahead, but pretty much neck and neck.
I'm proud of you, Vandweller.
Oh, well, yeah, I've gotten there. It took me a while, but I see the light now. So Jonas actually in the lead by about a half a Tetris, and Redshirt up high and really dependent.
Yeah.
And no, Redshirt is going to top out, and Jonas is ahead, and Jonas is good.
And we have our third sweep in a row. Jonas with all the momentum here, but give it up for Redshirt going against the 7-time world champion, taking him out for one set, and then having Jonas come back and regain the momentum and defeat him right back.
All right, so we're going to switch to our 2-player deal.
And Jonas showing that you can get better as the day goes on.
Yeah, no doubt. And also, kind of the virtue of this format in a way, because again, it's kind of like, well, you expect a 7-time world champion to be able to, to just pour right through it. But occasionally you have, sort of a game where it takes you a while to get warmed up, and Jonas able to come back and still have a chance in this tournament, even after losing round 1. Right.
And I mean, it may have taken until the second set, but his consistency, which is the power that we had talked about before, it's not the pieces, it's the player, that's starting to shine through, and love seeing that.
All right, so we've got this match here. Huffaluffagus up 2-1 over Eric. And also, by the way, just for Redshirt, again, thanks so much and congratulations on getting this far. I think it's just a huge achievement even to get into this tournament. It's such a high bar to begin with. Huff at 803, Eric 745.
Eric having some line dependencies there. He's gonna fill on the left side. All right, he's clean again. Boom, Tetris for Eric. Huff now having to clear out some holes in the field. That's pretty high. Hopefully he can burn that down. Ooh, barely getting that line bar over, but he does. Tetris for Huff.
And they are basically staying within one Tetris of each other. Eric setting up the square tuck on the left side.
Wow.
Takes the lead and has a sort of a lead maintained.
We are neck and neck at high speed.
That sounds dangerous, Chris.
Someone could lose a neck.
All right, Huff back in the lead by less than a Tetris. We're on level 26, 892 for Eric, 916 for Huffaluffagus.
Huff had a really sweet high-speed tuck there. Just fitting it all together where it needed to go. Looked great. And he's ready. Boom, Tetris for Huff. Eric waiting for that long bar. Playing really high.
Battling a drought here, 27 lines into it.
Whew. Just barely getting that over. Boom, Tetris for Eric. This is going down to the wire.
990 for Huff, 948 for Eric.
Eric's slightly ahead by line, so he has a bit of ground, but he gets that Tetris. And Huff's ready for one, too. Boom, Tetris for... Is that Tetris?
It was, and Huff is so clean. Huff's got the max out, and he's got another one. And Eric...
Double max out, double max out. But
double max out kill screens, and nothing Eric can do. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, another sweep, and what a performance. I mean, that is... How do you get a sweep and then max out at the same time, right? Like, somebody made a max out and still lost.
Wow. I mean, that is what has emerged over the past 18 months, is where you can't even guarantee that you'll win one of these matches with a max out. Now, this was a match that happened in the winner's bracket, so Eric will now move down into the loser's bracket, and in what might be one of the hypest matches, I don't know, that I think I've really ever seen. It is going to be Eric versus Jonas as soon as this whole thing comes out. And that could be fireworks in an elimination match. The winner will go on to play Huff, who has now locked in his top 16 spot and has made the prize money. And then he will battle the winner of Eric versus Jonas to see who will make it to the final 8 in December. Let me go ahead and take a moment to set this up, but this is going to be fire.